realize that you are at what? The beginning. And that is a great place and time to be. So many times people get a hold of opportunities when like everybody's been there, done that. Oh, I've been in that before. But this is truly you in the right place at the right time. And I promise you this. Those of you who really take a hold of what we're going to share here, 6 months from now, 12 months from now, you might have some problems, but money does not have to be one of them. Is that good or is that great?
Yes.
How
Great.
many people would like to have that issue going on? Absolutely. So we're right here in the beginning, and we are part of a global company. So if you can think big and dream big, then you can receive big in your bank account. Because it's not just about the people here in the States. We are also shipping to over 46 different countries. So you all are a part of a worldwide, global opportunity. And we're right here at the start. And one of the things that I love about O2 Worldwide is that it's not like 400 different products. There's one single powerful product that is doing miracles in people's bodies like you can't believe. And this one product right here, O2 Drops, it targets the 2 most essential nutrients that your body needs. Now, I've been doing health seminars for just about 17 years. Traveling around the country, teaching people about the power of the body to heal itself. So 80% of all diseases come from a mineral deficiency. Say mineral deficiency.
Mineral deficiency.
Deficiency. But if you can correct the deficiency, the disease can go away. So don't buy into the bill of goods where I got to be on this high blood pressure all my life. Or my doctor says I got to be on dialysis for the rest of my life. Do you know that God said that our bodies are what? Fearfully and wonderfully made. Were they made to heal themselves? Absolutely. I'm going to ask that again. Were they made to heal themselves?
Yes.
Yes. That means if your body gets in a state of disease, that it can become at ease and become well again. So you don't have to stay on high blood pressure medicine. You don't have to stay on insulin. If you have any type of disease in your body, it can be reversed. Now, we don't say that this product treats, cures, or heals anything, but what we say is when the body gets what it needs, the body can do amazing things. Do you all believe that?
Yes.
But the body needs assistance. So in this bottle, it's so simple. I'm going to start with that bottle right there with minerals. Because you've got to understand that minerals are one of the greatest nutrients known to man. But think about this. Where do minerals come from? From the soil, right? Now, back in 1936, there was a Senate document 264. And it said that back then, our soils were depleted of its mineral content by 95%. Back then. So do you think it's gotten better or worse? Worse. So think about this, guys. If it's not in the soil, then it can't get into our what? Our food. And so as you're eating, if it's not in the food, then it's not getting into who? It's not getting into you. So think about this. Why do you think so many people are coming down with all kinds of diseases? Do you all know anybody that you've lost in your family from that big C cancer word?
Yes.
At far too young of an age?
Yes.
Do you know people who are on multiple prescriptions?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Who at an early age have high blood pressure, diabetes, arthritis, inflammation in their body? But nobody's out here telling the average person what is causing these issues. You see, the doctors, they're not in the job of healing anything, are they? Because do you understand that in America we're in a sickness business as far as the medical system goes, right? Do they make money when you're well? Do they? They make money when you're what? When you're sick. That's how they make money. So the doctor knows about cutting, doesn't he? He knows about surgery. He knows about drugging, doesn't he? He pushes that prescription to you real fast. But the doctors, God bless them, if I got in an accident and had some kind of trauma like that, please take me to a doctor.
Yeah, man. Sure.
But if I get a form of disease in my body like high blood pressure, guess what? We can use natural things in order for the body to heal itself. So do you all understand the importance of minerals and good nutrition, right?
Yes.
That's so important. So I've been teaching this for years. But then in January, I heard about oxygen. Everybody say oxygen.
Oxygen.
I heard about oxygen. And so I called my health mentor and I said, well, you told me everything I know about minerals. What's up with this oxygen? And so he he says, well, Umi, if you've got your hands on a great oxygen product, girl, you have a hold of something. And then he went ahead and he said this. He said, oxygen is the human body's #1 most vital nutrient. Think about this, guys. How long can we go without food? You can go 40 days without food. Isn't that what Jesus did? How long can we go without water? About 4 days. How long can you go without oxygen?
No days.
Huh? Try it. Everybody hold your breath.
No days.
Don't hold your breath. But understand this. We can only go 4 minutes without oxygen. So oxygen is the human body's #1 most vital nutrient. Do you all understand that?
Yes.
Oxygen is life. Say that. Oxygen is life. I want you all to understand that today. Oxygen is life. It is used for all of the body's vital processes. Not some of them. It's used for all of them. So what we have to understand is this. The air that we breathe today has barely over 21% of the oxygen that it used to have. Guys, it's decreasing rapidly. So you say, oh, I can go outside and I can do some deep breathing. You know, I heard deep breathing was good for me. Folks, the oxygen is not in the air like it used to be. So you can try to do all the deep breathing that you want to do, and it's not going to be enough for the body to heal itself. So what do we have to do? The only alternative is to increase our level of oxygen at the personal level. Everybody say supplementation.
Supplementation.
Supplementation is so important. What does that mean? That means that you can't get everything that your body needs from the food. You can't get everything that your body needs from the air. So you have to supplement with your own personal supply of O2. Raise your hand if you've been supplementing with this right here. All right, all right. Before the day's over, more of you are going to have your hands raised. So, as I said before, we can go weeks without food and days without water, but only minutes without oxygen. And so, at the end of this presentation, I'm telling you all in advance, if you have benefited from this product, I want you to come up here and I want you to share some testimonies. Because this is the single most powerful product that I have ever had my hands on. And I want you all to listen to me clearly, because I've been in the home-based business industry for a long time. And I've been with various wellness companies and have done really well with them. And there are a lot of companies that have great products. You all understand that. But most of them, you got to shake up, don't you? You got to mix up. It may take 45 days to work. If you ever took anything like that, people say, well, give it 30 days, give it 45 days. With this product, people are seeing results in minutes. Say minutes. Minutes. I'm telling you, I have never seen anything like this at all. So what you have to do is this. You got to think about this from, how can I personally benefit from this? Not just yourself and your own body, but how can you also benefit financially? When you have a product that when people take it, they're going to get results in just minutes or a few days. Do you understand the buzz that you can create? Do you think there's people that you know in your family that need this product? Do you think there's people in your church that need this product? If you're a human body, you need this product. And so what has it done for people? Look at some of these benefits here. You know anybody who needs to boost their energy level? Everybody say, that's me. You know anybody who needs to strengthen their immune system? Help with migraines and headaches, improve blood circulation and flow. I mean, this product helps to cleanse the liver, promotes weight loss. Anybody here, especially the ladies, say hello. Yeah, I want that.
Hello.
Make the skin look more beautiful, reduce gum disease. I mean, the list goes on and on. And when you hear these testimonies today, you're going to hear people share all kinds of testimonies, and you're going to say, how can one product do so much for so many people? It's because, as I said, oxygen is responsible for all of the body's major processes. Did I say some? What did I say?
All.
I said all. So that's what people are doing. They're putting the product in their eyes, and it's helping with blurred vision, glaucoma, and cataracts. They're putting the product on their knees and on their back, and it's helping with joint pain and helping to relieve all kinds of pain, sciatica and all of that. And they're putting the product under their tongue, letting it seep into their capillaries, oxygenate their cells. And have you ever heard this? That disease cannot thrive in an oxygenated alkaline environment. Have you ever heard that?
Oh, yes.
So when you think about this, I put a post out on Facebook today. Do you know that cancer cannot thrive in an oxygenated cell? So think about all of the people that need to oxygenate their cells and have some amazing things in their body. There's going to be somebody today that's going to share a testimony on somebody that is suffering with cancer, but this product has helped them in a major, major way. So those are just some of the benefits of this product. Now, if you go to giveyourbodythebest.com, you're going to see a bunch of testimonies. I always say this, facts tell, but stories what? Sell. So if you go to, write this down, giveyourbodythebest.com, you'll see all these people who are sent in their testimonies saying what this product has done for them. And so when my mother introduced this product, when she said, hey, Boomy, hey, we got to sign up to do this thing, as God would have it, about a week or two later, she developed some kind of condition under her arm that it was painful, it was swollen, it was just like red and black, and it was cracked. But when I said God would have it, he gave us a natural solution, because she went to the doctors and got a prescription, and it never worked. Then she said, well, let me get a second opinion. She went to an internist. He couldn't even figure out what the problem was. So my father, he got his drops first, and he said, well, let's rub these drops on your mother's underarm. He rubbed the drops on her underarm, and in 10 minutes, not 10 days, not 10 hours, in 10 minutes, all of the pain that she had been in for weeks was gone, was totally gone. And when that happened, we were like, oh my gosh, what is this? You know, it's one thing when you hear testimonies from other people, but when it works for somebody that's in your family that you love, you're like, what? And I knew how much she was suffering. That was so amazing. So she kept using the product, and by day 4, all of the swelling was gone. All of this discoloration was gone. We were just upset that we hadn't taken a before and after picture, but we just didn't know it was going to work like that so fast. So when that happened for my mother, I mean, we just like really put the pedal to the metal and started telling everybody about this product. And then friends that I had already introduced this to started calling me back. Like my friend Carol George. She said, Boomy, she was in tears. She left this on my answer machine. She said, you don't know this, but I have cystic breasts. Real swollen with cysts to the point of every 2 months she had to go to the doctors and get it aspirated. And so she said, my husband has not been able to hug me in like 3 weeks. When I sleep at night, it's so painful when I toss and turn when my breasts move. She said, I've been taking this product just for 2 days, under my tongue, 3 times a day, 25 drops. And I rubbed it on my breast. By the second day, her breasts were back to their normal size. Wow. Day 2. Now that deserves a hand clap. It's all right, we don't do that. Because she's not here. But we gotta get excited about other people's blessings. That's amazing. And then Phyllis out of North Carolina called Daryl 5:30 in the morning, all excited, saying, Dr. Daryl, 10 years of back pain is gone. How many days was it? 4 days. In just 4 days. 10 years of back pain that she had was gone in 4 days, and her husband, who had multiple strokes, was moving the side of his face again in just 4 days. So what you're hearing about today is a miracle in a bottle. But again, it's not anything that the company came up with. It's what God came up with. It's minerals and oxygen. When people say, well, what is it? It's minerals and oxygen. So when people say, what is it, what you going to say? Minerals and oxygen. And that's what it is. It's minerals and oxygen in a proprietary blend in a form that is small enough to get into your cells to help your body to heal itself. Now, is that good or is that great? Great. It's so great because it's not complicated. I like simple. Y'all like simple? I like simple. I like easy. And I like the fact that when I share this, more than anything that I shared before, people are getting results. So, that is the product. And we're going to bring some people up here for you to hear testimonies of what this product has done for people right here in this room. But I always say this. Don't just have your body well and your pocketbook be sick. Let's get some financial healing as well. Can anybody agree with that? Yeah? I'm so glad 3 of y'all can agree. Let me just talk to the 3 of y'all, okay? Now let me ask that question again. How many people, honestly, would love to improve your finances?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, let's play. Get excited. Absolutely. I always say get excited or stay broke down. You're not trying to be broke. Get excited. So, compensation plan. But before we get into the compensation plan, I just want to tell you all my story a little bit so you can hear where I'm coming from. Because yes, in a short amount of time, just since January, we've been able to build a team of multiple thousands of people. We have added checks every week now that has commas in them. You know what I'm saying? Every single week. This is all new money because we just heard about this in January, okay? So I'm here to help you all to do the same thing. But see, I got to tell you where I came from because it always hasn't been a six-figure year for me. Because I don't know about you, but back in Baltimore, there's this thing called a Section 8 housing. Have you ever heard of that before? Yeah. Where if you can't afford your rent, you got to go to the government, right? So I've been there and done that, all right? Done that with 5 kids at a young age. Now, I don't know about here in Alabama, but back in Baltimore, there's this card called the Independence Card. And if you can't afford your food, they give you this card with a certain amount on it, and you go to the store, and then you can get your food. None of y'all have done that before. And you see, there's also this thing called WIC, Women, Infants, and Children, where if you need formula and eggs and milk and cheese, the government helps you with that. But I know none of y'all have done that, just me, right? Any of y'all had that before? All right. So, but I want you to know, yes, that is a part of my story, but I always knew there was so much more out there for me. Yeah. So yes, I struggled in the early years, but I knew, I said, man, I know that, as my father used to say, that there is no shortage of money in America. We just got to figure out how to move it from point A outside of our household to point B inside of our household. And do you know it's not going to happen from your good job? Let's be real here. See, 9 to 5 you make a living, but it's after 5 you do once they get rich. After 5 you get rich. It's those things that you don't learn in school, that they don't teach you, that helps you to get financial freedom. Because it is a formal education that helps you to make a living. We're all making a living, right? If you're struggling, you're making a living. But it's an informal education. Those things that you don't learn in school that helps you to make a fortune. Now, how many of you all believe that you deserve to make a fortune? Absolutely. So we know, and we thank God for our jobs. But what's the reality of that 40-40 plan? Y'all heard of the 40-40 plan before? That's when you work 40 hours a week. Anybody ever done that? For 40 years, and then they expect you to retire and live off of 40% of what you couldn't live off of 100% when you were working. Now, what kind of sense does that make? None. But yet, we've been sold a bill of goods because of our conditioning. That's what we try to do. And now, that is why we have so many seniors saying, welcome to Walmart. Now, do you think they want to be there? Absolutely not. But guess what? For things to change, you have to do what? You have to change. You got to do something different, because if you don't, you're going to get the same results that they've got. They're not there because they want to be there. They're there because they have to be there. They're there because of the choices that they made that got them there. Maybe nobody taught them that there was a way that they could, from the comfort of their own home, in their spare time, develop an income where they wouldn't have to go out and get a job. That will allow them in their senior years to travel the beaches of the world and not just stay home watching soap operas or stay sitting out in that rocking chair on the front porch. So you got to understand this, guys. Money gives you options. What does money give you? Options. It gives you options. So if you want to be home in that rocking chair on the porch, you can do that. But if you want to go and take a trip to a Mediterranean cruise, you can do that. Now, how many people want options? Absolutely. We want options. And so I'm here today to share with you this vehicle. That's all it is. It's a vehicle. So I don't know if you want to take a cruise. I don't know if you want to be a millionaire. I don't know if you just want an extra $300 in your bank account per month. That is up for you to know. What I'm here to show you is that this opportunity can get you any and all of those things. Is that fair enough? So if you are a big thinker and you know whatever the mind of a man can conceive, he or she can do what? Achieve. Absolutely. Then you can dream big with me. Because next year, in this company, I'll be $1 million earner. Did I say $100,000 a year? What did I say? $1 million earner. That's why I know it's going to happen, but you talking about it, right? And so, but what I want you to understand is this. I tell you that to inspire you, because if you want to be there with me, I'm here in Alabama to help you to do that. Okay? But if $1 million is like way over your head and you just can't even consider that, if you say, can I get like 300, please? Actually, $300 a month, I'd be doing good. And if that's you, that's fine. Own that 300. You got what I'm saying? Because in this country, the average family, if they had like $300 to $500 a month, they wouldn't have to file bankruptcy. The average mom, if you brought an extra $500 into that household, she wouldn't have to work that part-time job. She could quit so she could be home with those kids where she needs to be. So that's why we're doing so much good in the world. This just isn't about just a whole regular business opportunity. This is about freedom. That's what it's about. And don't you believe that we deserve freedom?
Yeah.
And money gives you freedom. It's not just for those people that you see on TV when you're watching those reality shows. They've already got theirs. But you need to get yours. And don't you stand here thinking it's too late because I'm X whatever age. I know you think, oh man, I'm 65. Is it too late for me? Is it too late for you? No. If it is, if you think it is, it is. But if you think it's not, it's not. Because my mom, guess what? She's in her 70s. Just moved, her and my dad just moved to Panama. Why? Because they wanted to. Because money gives you options. They moved there because they felt like it. Now they're all over Facebook. You believe 70-year-old people all over Facebook. Every day walking upstairs. She probably posts 30 pictures a day. Now she knows how to use Facebook. She's always putting these videos out, showing what they're doing. And guess what? She's working though too. She's working this business. And they just honor her on one of the conference calls as one of the top people. 70-something years old. But when that product worked for her, she started telling the world about it. So she's in Panama, and she's just sending out emails to people, and she's sending out texts to people, and she's putting posts on Facebook. She's calling her friends and just telling her testimony. And they're saying, oh, Jerry, I want some of that. Oh, that happened for you? Oh, girl, give me some of that. What's your website? And every time people order from her website, ka-ching, she gets paid. And every time she tells people, yeah, girl, I'm making a lot of extra money with this thing. They're saying, well, how can I do it too? And she's getting paid and helping others to get paid. So I want you to know there's no excuses in here. Doesn't matter if you're 18 or 88, that you can use this opportunity to bring you what you want in your life. It's all about this right here. Success is just a state of mind. You all believe that? Success is just a state of mind. So I want you all to believe that you can do this. Now, there are 5 ways.